It's that time again, y'all. We're live. Welcome back. It's been a while, actually. I think it's been like almost 2 weeks since I went live, so figured why not snap the streak and go live. My watch page just popped on. All right. And I haven't done an early afternoon stream in a while. And so I figured why not pull out a rare early afternoon stream and give people in Europe a chance to be blessed by my presence. Hi, Europe. You are now blessed. I am present. It is my present to you, Europe, to present myself with my presence. All right. Speaking of Europe, Europe's in the house. Everybody say, everyone say hi up to my homie in Amsterdam. Freedom Bird says hi. All right. Suzette Ann says this is a good time to stream for SoCal. Well, I know some of my audience is going to be watching football and other people might be out doing stuff, and YouTube hardly ever notifies anyone anymore when I do anything. So it seems like whenever I do a live, people are like, YouTube totally did not tell me you were going live. And it doesn't help that I just randomly go live whenever. So I've been thinking that I should pick a day, like Wednesday or something, and go like live every Wednesday. But then I don't do it because then like that would be like a regular job. Then I have somewhere to be and a thing I have to do. So it's one of those deals. It's like I should do it, but I don't. I'm a lazy asshole is what it comes down to. All right. Hi, Andy. Hi, Rose. Miyui says, are you going to go live on election night? Well, I guess I could. I guess I could do that. Do some live coverage of Trump's victory, most likely. All right. Chris says I should do a remix of Return of the Doink. Okay, how's this? I could do like a 50s Frank Sinatra version or something. Well, I tried to tell you so, but I guess you didn't know. They be messing with field goals, and there's magnets in the poles. Return of the doink, hey! Return of the doink, ho! Return of the doink, ha! And another ball hits the pole. Right? Something like that. Should do be. Was that good? Is that good enough for you? All right. I think that was a proper remix. All right. So, tonight, I thought I would go over some of the recent Trump stuff. He's everywhere. I'm kind of ready for this election to be over because every time I go to my YouTube homepage and then I just scroll and see what's going on, it's just like Trump's here, Trump's there, Trump's everywhere. It's like, okay, I'm pretty sure they're using multiple Trumps at this point. Using multiple Trump's everywhere now, guys. He's at McDonald's. He's riding around in a garbage truck. He's at a rally in here. He's at a rally in Michigan and North Carolina, same fucking time. Like, dude is everywhere. Pretty much confirms my theory. Multiple Trumps. All right. So it's not just going to be a bash on Trump stream, because whenever I do that, people like, I don't know if like YouTube punishes me and unsubs a bunch more of my subs, or if people get butt hurt and then they unsub. But whenever I do a stream where I call out Trump, it's like the next day, oh well, there went 50 subs. But I am gonna bash on him a little bit. I mean, of course. So, without further ado, I guess we should get started. But I thought we'd start with Creepy Joe first, because we haven't seen or heard much from him. But apparently he said that the Trump supporters are garbage. So let me get that video ready. And in my opinion, before I even show it to you, I watched it once, and I'm almost positive that this is a CGI Joe. So in my opinion, we're about to watch a CGI Joe. I don't want to spoil it, but basically, I took one gander at this video, and I'm like, yeah, this is a CGI Joe. And they aren't even making it like that realistic. Whenever Joe mumbles a lot and like the sentences are just like almost purposely incoherent, and then it's all glitchy, like it's at 360p, then it's probably a CGI Joe. All right. Shady Davy D coming in with the first super chat of the night. Hopefully not the last. Says predictive programming for Trump started in the 80s. Sounds about right. I'm going to show some old, photos of him and tie Trump back to Hulk and Hulk back to some homo stuff. I don't know any other way to put it. So we're going to get into it tonight. You guys saw the thumbnail. But first, let's start with Creepy Joe. I don't want anyone to think it's just all about Trump. No. Let's start with the CGI Joe. Now, my stance has been for many years, and I'm going to say it again for anyone new here. I think Joe Biden has been replaced by an imposter. Imposters, I should say, with an S. They have actors pretending to be Joe Biden using highly realistic masks and Hollywood makeup and whatnot. And then they have CGI Joe, which is what I'm going to show you now. So I've always maintained this stance and have not wavered. The real Joe Biden, who was vice president under Obama, that Joe Biden is gone and has been gone for a while. Before he was president, he was out of the picture. And then this replaced version of Joe being played by actors in masks and CGI Joe. It's been a fake president the whole time. So now they're ushering off the fake president off the world stage. And so now we're going to get another 4 years of Trump, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Could be a big upset. But let's take a listen to CGI Joe. Here we go. And it starts.
Donald Trump has no character.
Watch how it
He doesn't give a damn about. Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. He says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Give me a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years? And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of things is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done, everything we've been. Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. He says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Give me a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years? And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
All right. Guys, think about it. If Joe Biden really was a fumbling, bumbling old man, don't you think they'd work with him and be like, let's do another take? Okay, let's do another take. And then they wouldn't let him look like that. That's why it's an act. It's overacting. And it's like it's a computer overacting at this point. It's like the AI program is based on Dana Carvey pretending to fucking be Joe Biden. And I'm not even fucking kidding. I'm actually being serious. This AI shit is basically like based on Dana Carvey doing a perfect impression of Joe Biden. Today's Joe Biden. If you could take a computer and take fucking Dana Carvey's best impressions and then somehow make the computer spit out AI Dana Carvey Joe Biden's, that's what we just fucking watched, you guys. That right there is not a real bumbling old man. I'm not crazy. I'm really fucking smart. That's why I've been calling this out for so many years. But now, people by the millions, he's a really old man who's stupid and senile. And he's delusional. Yeah. Is he? Or is it a fucking computer pixel on screen that's not even a human? I say it's just a bunch of computer pixels, not human. What we just watched. Makes me mad. More people don't call it out. Makes me angry. So, whenever I call out Trump, people are like, well, you miss me, Kamala. No. I've been calling out Joe Biden for being a fake guy. That means I see through the whole entire charade. I use my platform to fucking say the craziest thing ever. Yeah, that's a computerized person, in my opinion. All right. So he calls Trump garbage. So guess what happens next, you guys? Have you been following along? Then you know. What happens if you call Trump and his supporters garbage? Oh, you're going to call me garbage? You want to call moi, the Don, garbage? Go get the garbage truck. We're going to get real cute. We're going to teach these fellas a lesson. Yeah. Now we have to go watch Donald ride around in a fucking garbage truck with his little orange safety vest. Yeah, now we get to watch that. Because computer Joe Biden said his supporters are garbage. So that means Trump gets to be cute and go get in a garbage truck. So fucking funny. So clever. You script writers who write this shit, you suck. Fuck your stupid, shitty election. Excuse me, selection. Mike Wynn says, last week during the Browns-Ravens game, they had to change out the ball before the Ravens kicker kicked off because something was rattling around in the ball. Magnets, right? Hilarious. Yeah, this is the season where they're basically like coming out and letting people know it's entertainment, letting them figure it out by making it real blatant. Yeah. Thank you, Mike Wynn. I haven't seen that clip like that you're saying. Like, is it did one of the announcers say that? Because they don't show that sort of stuff on the highlights. When I watch the highlights, because I don't watch the games, I just watch the highlights, and so they cut out a lot of stuff. And so sometimes people will tell me about something, but it ain't in the highlights. So I have to like go do extra work to dig it up. So I'll have to take a look at that actually. Thank you, Mike Wynn. All right. All right. So now let's move on to Trump in the garbage truck. Right? Some of you guys don't watch mainstream news, and you probably missed it. And then others of you, there's no way you could have missed it because like Trump in the garbage truck was everywhere. So he was called garbage by Joe Biden. So that means now he's got to go get inside of a garbage truck. One sec. Let me get the clip ready. All right. Oh, he thinks he's going to call me and my supporters garbage, huh? Well, he's got another thing coming. I'm going to get real cute right about now. I'm going to get inside this garbage truck and I'm going to show him who's boss. I even have my own personal garbage truck. That's right, customized for me. Right when Joe Biden said that, I had a customized Trump logo attached to my garbage truck. Fired it up. All right. All right, let's listen to what he has to say here.
250 million people are not garbage. I can tell you who the real garbage is, but we won't say that. How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. And Joe Biden should be ashamed of himself if he knows what he's even doing. And she should be ashamed because she shouldn't let him do it. She's the vice president, but I assume she's acting as the president. She should never have let that happen. I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about it. Never have let that happen. Biden should be ashamed of himself if he knows what he's even doing. And she should be ashamed because she shouldn't let him do it. She's the
She seashells down by the seashore, and she let target Biden. She should have shaved seashells down by the seashore. Ah, oh, gotta love it. Real cute. Computer Joe Biden calls Trump and his supporters garbage. So you know what he does? He goes and he gets in a garbage truck and he says that he's not garbage. So fucking awesome. He's gonna fix everything, you guys. Did you know when he comes back, he's gonna like fix everything? Oh my god. Are you like gonna vote for Trump? I'm gonna vote for Trump. Wouldn't that be funny if there was a gay guy who was like all into Trump and he went around triggering libs? Why are you going to vote for Kamala? Oh my God, she's so stupid. Her policies are so stupid. Oh my God, you should vote for Trump. Trump's way better, you guys. That would be hilarious, right? I think Alex Stein would be the perfect guy for the job. Oh my God! Why would you vote for Kamala? I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump. Donald Trump fits everything. You know how that? Imagine if Alex Stein gets to meet Donald Trump. All right, how is that going to go down? Alex, I'd like to welcome you to the White House. In my second term, as you know, I'm going to be making America great again, implementing Trumptricity into all of your lovely. Time, you know, President Trump, I don't know, in a lot, but the dump, but the ground, no, time, no, with the Trump, no. There you go, Alex Stein and Trump. You guys know that's exactly what would happen. All right. It was during the live broadcast. Not sure how to go back and find it. Second quarter, maybe, but announcers were so confused. They've never seen this ever. Hope you can find it. There was a game last season, and I can't remember which one. And it was a live game that I remember I was watching, but like, I forget which game. They stopped the game, and they pulled a player out of the game from because he was God, it was like can't even explain it now. I can't even remember. But the front office said he can't be on the field. So it was like there was a player, I guess, who was not doing what he was told or something, who they just had to get off the field. So they stopped the game and they had to like take this one player out of the field. An administrative stoppage to remove a player, an ineligible player, something like that. And I can't goddamn remember exactly what the explanation was, but it was a stop by the front office. Anyway, now I'm getting sidetracked. I need to get back on track, on the Trump track.
The vice president, when I assume she's acting as the president, she should never have let that happen. I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about a comedian. I love Puerto Rico. Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me. I took care of them when they had the big hurricanes, and nobody gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me. They love me, and I love them. So I don't know anything about the comedian. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. I heard he made a statement, but it was just a statement that he made. He's a comedian. What can I tell you? I know nothing about him. I don't know why.
Nobody does more for Puerto Rico than Trump. Really? Is that like a Hulk Hogan story? Hulk Hogan says stuff like that. Nobody does more for Puerto Rico than me, brother. Every time I dropped a leg over in Puerto Rico, I sold out every stadium. Flooded the economy with money, brother. Every time, right? That's a Hulk Hogan story, right? And he's like, nobody has done more for Puerto Rico than me. Nobody's done more for Cuba. Nobody's done more for the Bahamas. Any of those islands out there in the ocean, nobody's done more for them than me. Fiji, nobody's done more for Fiji than me. You know what they say when I go to Fiji? They say, there's Donald Trump. Nobody's done more for this place than that guy right there. That's what they say. All right. Like they had Joe Biden stumble around and say something about Puerto Rico, right? Puerto Rico, Delaware, Puerto Rico. Blah. And then now Trump's got to bring up Puerto Rico and say he's done more for Puerto Rico. Is anyone fucking listening? Is anyone listening to this? I've listened to it a little bit, and holy shit.
And nobody gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me.
Nobody in the world gets along with Puerto Rican people better than Donald Trump. You guys know that? That's a straight up fact. He gets along with Puerto Rican people better than anyone. Got a loser here. Nobody's listening to you. Oh, you're wrong. See, I got a couple hundred people here listening to me right now. And then when this is over, 10,000 people will watch it. So kiss my ass, euthanasia. Would you like to speak up and have me drop the bam hammer, either one, on your ass? Hit you with the bam. I hit you with the bam hammer. Let me tell you something, people. You need to wake your ass up right now. Donald Trump, he's not a real man. He's an animatronic robot, people. I've been trying to tell you. People, you need to wake your ass up right now. Let me tell you something. This is just a dumb shit to fool the masses. You think that's a real Donald Trump? That's an animatronic robot. Wake your ass up right now. Hit you with the bam. I'm gone. See, that's something Mag would say. I know that because he said Vern Troyer's a robot. So him saying Trump's a robot would be par for the course. All right, let's continue. Nobody does Puerto. I'm the best guy in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico loves me. When I go to Puerto Rico, they're like, "There's Trump. He's the pride of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico kisses my ass." When I go to Puerto Rico, they lay down at my feet and they kiss my feet because I supplied everyone in Puerto Rico with Trumptricity. These are the facts. It's like, none of these things are true, Trump. It doesn't matter. It's a Hulk Hogan story.
They love me and I love them. So I don't know anything about the comedian. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. I heard he made a statement, but it was just a statement that he made. He's a comedian. What can I tell you? I know nothing about him. I don't know why he's there. You put comedians up, and I guess he went on earlier in the show. I don't know who he is. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
There you have it. You call Trump garbage, he gets on a garbage truck. And he wears an orange safety vest. Pretty damn clever. Pretty gosh darn freaking hilarious and clever. Gotta give it to old Trump. What'll he come up with next? You got to think of like a crappy job that no one wants to do, and then Trump's gonna go like pretend to do it for a few minutes. You're nothing but a stinky toilet cleaning janitor, you Trump supporters. Oh, really? What did you say? Did you call moi a stinky janitor? Get the private jet ready. All right, we're gonna go clean toilets on camera for about 30 seconds. All right, and then we're gonna shove it in their face. Oh, you don't think I know how to be a janitor? Let me tell you something. All the janitors worldwide love me. I'm beloved in the janitorial industry. Watch me clean this one toilet. Here, give me the scrubber. Look, see, cleaning this one toilet. That's more than Kamala has ever cleaned in her life. This one toilet that I just cleaned for 30 seconds, more work than Kamala has ever done in her whole life. All right, try and call me a janitor. I'll show you. Jake, that's not what he's doing. Jake, you're over exaggerating. Am I? I don't even think I'm really exaggerating that much. I think maybe tomorrow he might be a janitor. It wouldn't shock me if they're like, fuck, Jake's got a good idea. Let's have Trump be a janitor tomorrow. And then Jake will flip out and say that they're stealing his ideas, and he'll look like a fucking weirdo. Wouldn't be the first time. All right. But wait, there's more. But first, let me go to you guys in the chat. Emily in the house. She's the main person behind the scenes, helping to take down a wanted, dangerous international fugitive. She's a good person to have in the camp. She says his voters are going to the polls wearing hefty bags. Kamala's have Kool-Aid hair. I think they'll be hard to tell apart now. And Shady Davy D says, Trump tards unite. Let's see. Sam says, that was weird. My internet connection suddenly got super slow, like they just down throttled me or something. All right. Sam says, funny how he found a brand new truck. All the ones around me are like 30 years old. Well, dude, it's Trump. Of course he's got a spare garbage truck just hanging around that's pristine for him to look cute in for one interview where he tells people that nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than him. All right, let's go on to the next video. I got several, bunch of smaller clips, and we're going to get into some stuff that some of you guys might not have ever heard. All right, so Hulk Hogan endorsed Trump a couple months back, and I did a stream about that. And the funny thing was I brought up Hulk Hogan and did an impression of Hulk Hogan and brought up Trumpomania running wild. And then he said Trumpomania when he endorsed Trump like a few days later. So they brought Hulk back because he did such a good job. They brought him back. And I'll let you guys tell me what you think about his second promo here. So Hulk did a pretty good job endorsing Trump as far as getting the crowd pumped up. He actually got the crowd like all fired up several times. And so I was wondering if he was going to be able to top himself. And Hulk Hogan, you guys, is 71 years old. And in my opinion, this second appearance here, trying to pump the crowd up, he really shows his talent as a showman. Hulk's talent shines through here. He actually pops this crowd several times, and got to give it up to Terry. This is what he's known for. He was never that great of a wrestler. Bret Hart could wrestle circles around Terry. That's his name, Terry. But Terry could do something Bret Hart could not do. He could cut a crazy promo, brother, and he could connect with all of his Hulkamaniacs at home. And he can still do it.
Well, let me tell you something, Trumpomaniac. Welcome to the house that Hulkamania built. You know something? Usually when I'm in Madison Square Garden, I'm body slamming giants. I'm winning world heavyweight titles, and I'm cracking people over the heads with steel chairs. And the energy in Madison Square Garden is off the Richter scale. But today, Trumpomaniacs, the energy in here is something like I've never felt. The energy of all these Trumpomaniacs is the most powerful force in the universe. And today, this is Donald Trump's house, brother.
Okay, right away, holy shit, he's on it. And look at him. For 71 years old, you'd be hard pressed to find another 71-year-old dude that on camera that like can look like that and still bring that much energy. Holy shit. So, you know, I'm not here to kiss Hulk's ass. I'm going to rip Hulk to shreds later on in the stream, but I am going to give him credit where credit is due. He can sure cut a fucking promo. Like right out of the gate, that opening right there, wow. He only flubbed the word today. He said today. He messed up the word today, but other than that, that was pretty damn good.
You know something, Trump maniacs? I don't see no stinking Nazis in here. I don't see no stinking domestic terrorists in here. The only thing I see in here are a bunch of hard-working men and women that are real Americans, brother. You know, when I hear my president and our president, Donald Trump, speak, he sounds for real, brother. He sounds like he has a heart of gold that's all for the USA. But when I hear Kamala speak, it sounds, yeah, it sounds like a script from Hollywood with a really, really bad actress.
Okay, so much for a comedian like me. First off, did he just Hulk Tua? I'm pretty sure he just Hulk Tua'd. And I got to give Davey D credit for bringing a Hulk Tua to my attention. Davey D, I'm not going to hijack your joke without giving you credit, bro. So yeah, there's your Hulk Tua. But he said that what Kamala says is out of a Hollywood script. Okay. All of wrestling is basically scripted, and Hulk has done movies in Hollywood. So Hulk has done Hollywood scripted movies. And he's rehearsed this script that he's doing right now. Like that whole line, he didn't just come up with that on the fly. So this is a fucking script. So it's pretty hypocritical for him saying that this was something out of a Hollywood script. And then to top it off, the cherry on top, when he was a bad guy, he was Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So he's done Hollywood movies. He was Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He's saying Kamala is reading a script out of Hollywood while he's reading a script right now. Look, he's looking down at it right now.
You know, Kamala is responsible for the border crisis, and Kamala is also responsible for inflation. And then you know something? She acts like she's the victim. And then all of a sudden, she flips, she flops, she spins and turns it around and acts like she's going to be the damn hero. But we all know Trump is the only man that can fix this country today. And with Trump as our commander-in-chief, peace through strength will fix all the problems in the Middle East. You know, I've been coming to this building month after month after month, and I've seen sold-out crowds over and over again for over 40 years. And for 40 years, I've always asked the question, what you gonna do? Over and over and over again, what you gonna do? Well, today, after feeling the energy in this building, I finally got the answer. And the answer is, vote for Trump.
damn, you guys. That is his talent. It's always been his talent. Hulk, when he's on, can cut like some of the best promos. And for him to be 71 years old, you guys, I'm not even kidding. The current WWE roster, nobody besides like Paul Heyman can cut a promo that good. So basically, Hulk Hogan can cut a better promo than any active wrestler right now, outside of like Paul Heyman or The Rock. But any of like the regular wrestlers on the regular roster right now, basically Hulk Hogan at 71 is a better promo cutter than all of those guys. Do you know how I know that? Do you know why that is a fact, what I'm saying? Because he's on TV in front of millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people. Yeah, he graduated from wrestling to this because he's so fucking good at doing what he just did. That's Hulk's shit. What he just did right there in a political race. Have you ever seen anything like that before? I can't recall a wrestler endorsing a presidential candidate like that and getting the crowd as hyped up as if they were at a wrestling show. I've never seen anything like that. And he did that. This is the second time. And you would think it would get played out. Like, oh, they're having Hulk Hogan come back again. You would think that people would be like, okay, Hulk. All right. No, they're like, yeah! Hulk Hogan is right! Woo! And then he's like, let me tell you something, brother. When I think of Kamala, it makes me want to spit. And they're like, yeah, boo, boo to Kamala. Like, he knows exactly how to get the crowd all pumped, how to get them to boo on cue, cheer on cue. Motherfucker's a professional. He's not bumbling and stumbling like Joe Biden, right? Huh. Funny how that works. He's not that much younger than Joe Biden. At 71, he's technically not that much younger. But wow, what a difference in promos, huh? All right. Wow. And this is it, you guys. This is what most people believe is real.
So now I got a couple questions for you. What you gonna do about the border invasion? What you gonna do about inflation? What you gonna do about keeping America safe, brother? And what you gonna do about putting God in our homes, in our country, and our schools? So I guess we're all on the same page. So I got one final question for you. What you gonna do and who's gonna make America great again? God bless Donald Trump. He's our next president.
All right. Okay. Sniffy Joe, you're fired. Kamala, you're fired. Seems like that's what most people are saying. Okay. All right. Hey, you got to give it to Hulk for his second time around. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's 1 year old. Damn. All right. So let me dig up my next video clip. Let me get into the funny stuff. All right. So there is a rumor that Hulk and Brutus the Barber Beefcake were caught doing stuff together. This is the story. Let me show you a picture of the two. So check this out. Here's a picture of Hulk and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. All right? So they're longtime buddies. And Hulk's ex-wife, Linda, her mother, apparently, allegedly, caught Hulk giving oral to Brutus the Barber Beefcake. That's the story from Linda's mother, Hulk's ex-wife's mother-in-law. And Hulk has addressed this story and has his own cover story, his own version of how it went. And so I'm going to play that for you. And then you guys can tell me what you think. The world is a lie. It says all of this election stuff is so hilarious. It's incredible that most people gobble it right up. Oh, dude, people, gobble it up by the millions. There's just tens of millions of Trump supporters who think that he's going to fix everything. And they think that Hulk Hogan, gave a great speech. And so, yeah, of course, man. I mean, Hulk did give a good speech, but only from an entertainment perspective, not from like an actual go vote perspective. But thank you, The World is a Lie, for the donation. I totally agree. I appreciate the donation. All right. Let me show you this video right here. All right. So this is Hulk addressing the rumor that he and Brutus the Barber Beefcake did stuff together. So let's hear what Hulk has to say.
First rumor that I ever heard about myself was my wife accused me of having an affair with Brutus the Barber Beefcake. It's a crazy story. It was right after Brutus's parasailing accident, and Brutus had to sleep in a chair straight up with his head packed in ice. And Brutus had this really good-looking girlfriend. And I guess while everybody was sleeping, Brutus called her over, and all of a sudden, my ex-wife's grandmother came downstairs, and she saw this blonde head going up and down on Brutus's lap. This blonde head was giving Brutus oral sex. And the next morning when I came down for breakfast, Linda's whole family was mad at me. I couldn't figure it out. And the grandmother, Nene, goes, I saw you giving Brutus oral sex. They thought it was my blonde head, but it was really Brutus the Barber Beefcake's girlfriend. So that, without a doubt, is the worst rumor that I've ever heard about myself. My ex-wife accused me for years and years and years of being gay with Brutus. Then after that, she accused me and Bubba of being gay. I think the worst rumor.
So there you have it, you guys. Now that you heard Hulk tell that story, that it was Brutus's girlfriend who was blonde, and it was his wife's grandmother. I said mother. His wife's grandmother. She got confused and thought that Hulk Hogan and a girl, were like the same person. A girlfriend and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's 6'4", 250 pounds. He's still a really big dude. And so, confusing him with some much smaller blonde woman, But yeah, that's a Hogan story for you. Even him admitting to it doesn't mean it's true, but ask yourself what messaging it gives. Rose Bell says, sure. Danny Lee, I don't even want to read that one. All right. All right. Yeah, you guys can use your imagination. So, anyway, so there's some background about Hulk. And so you see the thumbnail for my stream, like him and Hulk Hogan basically holding hands back in the 80s. So Trump and Hogan go back to the 80s. So those guys have known each other for a long time. And for Trump to still be one of his buddies all these years later shows you Hulk's up the chain. And Hulk has went through several humiliation rituals and proven that he is a dedicated club member and a talented club member. He's an asset for sure. You got to remember, a lot of these Trumpers, when they were a little boy, they watched Hulk Hogan, you know. So to see him all these years later endorsing Trump, it's like nostalgic at the same time, like they feed off the old nostalgia from Hulkamania when they were younger. When I was a little kid, Hulk was on top, champion. So when I was like, I don't know, 5, 6 years old, the first wrestler that I ever saw on TV that I rooted for was Hulk Hogan. And that's basically, you know, what a lot of people remember him as. So to see him now endorsing a candidate and showing that much emotion, you know, fake wrestler emotion, it's got to be nostalgic. All right. All right. So now we're going to look at some WWE suspect moments, which features Hulk Hogan in several of the clips. So we're going to get to see some vintage Hulkster and some suspect moments, as well as several other wrestlers. This is a funny video. I think I've shown this once before, but I'm sure several of you will have never seen it. And if you don't watch wrestling, it's still funny. I think I got this fast mode.
Seth Rollins, I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming hard.
Thank you.
I don't care. You come in my face, I'm going to fight you.
Brutus, take a look at this. Brutus, this is incredible. What a package.
Well, you're not going to bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm going to get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Ooh. Because the intensity's always there. So when Hulk says something dirty and homoerotic with all his intensity, it's hilarious. They're some of the best ones.
Anytime we're in the ring.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm going to get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
I have to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
Are you now? How are you planning on doing that? Wait, don't tell me. I want to be surprised.
And now the Warrior's down on his knees.
This one's classic.
Swallow a long way from being over, guys. Absolutely. This is just warm-up right here.
Chris, can I tell you?
See, when I was a kid, this was considered like the end all be all match, Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. Like that was talked about for years after that happened. Like the match between Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior was like the biggest thing, you know, at the time when I was a kid. And then now when I go back and I see this, I'm like, oh man, those guys. It was right in my childhood face this whole time. Of course, I didn't notice. What child would?
And now the Warrior's down on his knees. But this one a long way from being over, buddies. Absolutely, this is just warm-up right here.
Chris, can I tell you what? When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby.
Jerk a knot in your ass? Like, who even says that? That's not a line. I'm gonna jerk a knot in your like that's just not a thing anyone says to another man to intimidate them. I'm gonna jerk a knot in your ass. And the thing about Shawn Michaels was at the time, his thing was that he was the sexy boy. And there was this rumor that Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon had a thing going. And so he might actually be serious when he says that he wants to jerk a knot in his ass. Yeah. Anywho, I mean, these guys are probably jerking a knot in all of each other's asses for all we know. Guys, girls, whatever they are. I don't know. All right.
And Sting, always coming from behind. And as far as Bischoff goes, I'm going to eat his ass.
And Mark Henry is handling the Big Johnson.
I started out fighting in this barn when I was a little boy, and I don't care if my last fight is in this barn. Jimmy Garvin, you touched me in a personal way you never touched me before.
Whoa, that was a weird promo. Where was that from? Like Barnyard Championship Wrestling from like Mississippi 1979 or some shit? What was that?
Oh!
That's interesting.
Seated. He was successful in just using his mouth to get the man off.
Well, I'm going to take care of business the way it should be done. Perhaps I've been too nice. Perhaps I've been trying to be a real sports, a real gentleman. Now, Tully Blanchard, I want you. It's not Uncle Sam talking to you. It's Ronnie Garvin. I want you, and I'm going to get you. I'm going to have you. I'm going to get to touch your body. I'm not just making promises. I'm telling something that is going to be done, something that is going to happen in the future. Because bones do heal. But I've got a memory like an elephant.
You see the difference between a guy like Hulk Hogan, who's considered like one of the best promo guys ever, and then whoever the hell this chump is, cutting like one of the most terrible promos I've ever heard. Even without the gay stuff in it, like this is just a terrible promo.
And I can do it like an elephant.
Yeah.
I got a memory like an elephant, and I can do it like an elephant.
The Rock just jerked Helmsley off.
I'm tired of playing around with.
Dude, that's when it would be hilarious to splice in a clip of him putting a lotion on his daughter's butt. Daughters. You know, like there's an episode of Hogan Knows Best where like it was all over the internet where he like rubs lotion on his daughter's butt. She's like laying in a bikini on a chair and he's like rubbing oil all over his daughter. It'd be good to put that clip right after this one. Right after this.
I'm sick and tired of playing around with kids. I'm here to get it on with the big boy.
Koloff, when I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
Rey Mysterio not sucking off anybody
And Tully Blanchard, you can't run and hide from me anymore. And when we come to Philadelphia this time, there's going to be no mistaking what's going to happen. I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. No baby doll at your side. Nobody to run distractions for you. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do. This isn't some game. This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on.
This crowd expected a big explosion. You can bet they're going to get it.
Oh boy. Hey, you know, Trump picked Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan just so happens to be in that video several times. So, you know, and he was allegedly caught giving oral to Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And that's Trump's main guy. And then go look at that photo of them in my thumbnail and then put 2 and 2 together. I'm going to say Trump and Hogan have hooked up. I'm just going to put it out there. I think Trump and Hogan have hooked up behind the scenes. They seem like they're that close. Shady Davy D says over 300 in the chat. Please hit the like button. Good idea. Hey guys, do what Davy says. Hit the like button if you're having fun so far. You know, I went and dug up all these clips for you so that we could laugh at this stupid circus they call an election, right? So do me a favor, if you will, because it does help. Hit that like button, and then perhaps all your wildest dreams will come true. If you hit the like button, maybe Trump will win, and then he'll make everything great again, and then all your wildest dreams will come true. Huh? All right. Frankly, I think that's ridiculous. How could anyone think that I am a woman? The fact that I never grow facial hair, I don't have a single hair growing out of my face, is that one of the reasons why? I shave 4 times a day. That is how I stay so silky smooth. Is it because I have big, wide hips? Is it because you looked at that picture of me playing tennis and I have wide hips? Is that why you think I'm a lady? You put your hand up on my hip. Frankly, when you dip, we dip. You dip, we dip. No, nobody does more for the Puerto Ricans than me. Nobody in Puerto Rico loves Trump more than Trump loves Puerto Rico. Trump and Puerto Rico go hand in hand. I love Puerto Rico so much, I'm going to marry Puerto Rico. If you elect me president, I'm going to marry Puerto Rico. First thing I do. I'm going to have babies with Puerto Rico. I'm going to have little Puerto Rican Trump babies. They, of course, are exempt from all border restrictions. What am I even talking about? Puerto Rican Trump babies. What? Why? Well, he said he loves them, and I don't know. Had to go somewhere. All right. I just like the constant accordion. He really sticks to it, you know. That's like his thing. Yep, I would agree. What else do I got in my arsenal? Oh, I found a clip of him dancing for a minute after his rally. And of all the songs they could choose to put on, they put on YMCA. Let's see if I can find it. So there's a clip of Trump dancing to YMCA. It's like Village People. Interesting choice. Here it is. He doesn't dance long, but still, he dances to the Village People. And I'm going to have to, like, mute it and just play a little tiny clip of the sound because I don't want to get copyright claim for playing the freaking Village People song because it's literally YMCA that I'm about to play. But first, got All That Glitters Is Old with a super chat. Says, thanks for another great stream so far. Can't wait for this ridiculous selection to be over. Hey, you said it. I'm kind of sick of seeing Trump's face like everywhere, you know. Oh, he's in a garbage truck. He's at McDonald's. He's in Michigan. He's in North Carolina. Trump's everywhere all the time. Yeah, I'm a bit sick of it. Just let's get it done with. Move on. Thanks, All That Glitters Is Old. I appreciate the generous donation and the support. Glad you could make it. All right. All right, let me go to the part where he dances. So they put on Village People, which is kind of known to be like a fruity group, and YMCA, like in the Wayne's World 2 movie, it was like a gay bar, and they are running away from bad guys, and they go into this gay bar by accident, and then they have to do the YMCA on stage, and then all the gay guys love it, right? So it's kind of funny how like YMCA is associated with gays, right? Isn't it? Isn't it kind of associated? See, if I play any more than that, then the Village People will own my stream. Whoever owns the copyright will own my stream if I play any more than what I just played. But there you go. Trump dances to Village People. So just put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, I should probably do a live on election night. I mean, look, you guys, he's literally dancing to the Village People. What does that tell you? I said, young man, when you're short on your dough. I came up with a new version of YMCA. It never gets to the YMCA part, and it goes like this. It goes. Young man, you are such a young man. I said, young man, you are such a young man because young man, you are such a young man. You are really freaking young man, because you're short on the go. I said, young man, yes, you gotta freaking go. I said, young man, yes, you gotta do something else, because the fucking young man, young man, young man, young man. All right, that's enough of that. I didn't think that through. It sounded funny in my head, and then when I started doing it, it stopped being funny. So I had to abandon that. All right. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Trump danced to the Village People, you guys. So you get where I'm going with all this stuff? So let me try and tie it all back together. So Trump dances to Village People. Trump hangs out with Hulk Hogan. Trump is endorsed by Hulk Hogan. Trump lets Hulk Hogan have his platform to endorse him. And Hulk Hogan allegedly was caught giving oral to Brutus Barber Beefcake. And Hulk Hogan and Trump go back many years. And there's a picture of Trump holding hands with Hulk Hogan the same way he held hands with Brutus the Barber Beefcake. So, I don't know, you guys could put 2 and 2 together. Here, let me show you an example. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. See? Hulk Hogan holds Brutus's hand like this. Right? Let me pull up the Trump and Hogan. I gotta go back and find the one from the 80s. Here it is. The one that's not doctored. That way you guys don't think that I doctored it up. I'll show you guys the original. See? Look how they hold hands. It's like almost the same way he held hands with Brutus the Barber Beefcake, you guys. So anyone who is a Trump lover here, yeah, Trump and Hulk Hogan probably fucked. Ew, gross. This is a comedy show, too. It's meant to make you laugh. And everything I'm saying is pretty much all true as far as I'm concerned. Got carried away being funny. Didn't notice there was a few trolls running wild in my chat. A few little trolly little bitches. I think there's a few Trump taint lickers who always get offended whenever I show anything that paints their messiah out in a bad light. Hey, I started the stream by showing a CGI Joe Biden and calling out the fake Joe Biden. I know some of you guys want me to call out Kamala. I don't think she's gonna win. I think Trump's gonna be president. And I only focus on the president. I don't care who the fucking person is who lost. Nobody's gonna talk about that chick in like a week. She'll be old news. Unless she pulls the upset, which could happen. Nothing would shock me at this point. All right. All right, we can do some open topic. I pretty much got through most of what I wanted to get through today, and so then I figured I'd open it up and let you guys throw some topics out there or statements or whatever. Ed D says Kamala is another Al Gore. Transhumanist wants me to do a Mike Tyson trying to evade a Diddy party. I don't know if I've practiced doing Mike. I don't know. It might be kind of generic. He was always trying to get me to go to his parties, and I was like, I would not. See, I got nothing. All I'm gonna do is say like, he's trying to get me to go to his parties, and I didn't want to go to his parties. It's not gonna work. Please say the gas was cheaper. The gas was cheaper. There. Are you happy? No, you want me to say it like a Trumper would say it. You want me to do the Trump voice. Gas was cheaper when Trump was president. The food was cheaper and the gas was cheaper. When Trump comes back, he's going to turn the gas knob down and he's going to turn the food knob down. There's a food knob. It's the price of food and it's turned way up because of Joe fucking Biden. And when Trump comes back, he's going to turn the food price knob down. He's going to fix it. And then he's going to turn the gas price knob down. He's going to do it for you and me because he loves us. Fucking Joe Biden turned the gas price knob up. And then he turned the fucking food price knob up. When Trump comes back, he's going to turn them down. That's what Trumpers think. That there's a gas price knob and a food price knob. And Trump's just he's going to turn them down. For you. Because he wants you to have more gas in your truck. And more food in your cart. Tuesday. Election Tuesday. Yeah, the gas was cheaper argument. If you just keep going back in the past, it's cheap. You know what I mean? Like if you go back far enough, you could be like, yeah, well, under Bill Clinton, gas was cheaper. It's like under Bill Clinton, gas was cheaper. Yeah, well, that's because I was fucking, 30 whatever years ago. Yeah, you can bet on the election, which does give Kamala a fighting chance if enough people were to throw their money into that. But I don't know how many Americans are dropping huge amounts of money on betting sites when it comes to betting for the president, but they might be. Trump does look like a lock to win, so I could see some right wingers who are into sports betting also throwing some money on Trump. Oh, so that's a premium tune. Yeah, you have to. If you want me to be a jukebox, you got to pay for that one. Yeah, that tune costs some super chat cheddar. I don't make the rules, except when I do. Speaking of super chiznets, got one coming in right about now. From Paul Halo Cat says Trump after he wins election. Oh, well, I've already told you. First thing I'm doing, implementing Trumptricity into all of your lovely homes. It's way more efficient than electricity ever dreamed of being. It's cleaner, greener, meaner, far superior than electricity in every way. We're going to save millions, scratch that. Billions and billions and billions and billions. And you know who we're going to make pay for the whole thing? Kamala. That's right. Kamala Harris is going to pay for all of your Trumptricity in your homes. If you elect me, that's the only way it's possible. Oh, wait, I've already won? Well, I'm not going to do that. I mean, what has Trump ever actually done after he gets elected? I'm going to put that woman in jail. No, you didn't. I'm going to drain the swamp. No, you didn't. Some people they don't know the deal. Yeah. Land on the Moan is a premium tune. I have to perform it live, and I don't use backing tracks and like auto tune and shit. I'll sing it in perfect key, and I sometimes will make up parts that are new, so you get a little bit different version each time. So it's a very special thing. And if I gave it away for free, then it wouldn't be special anymore. It takes a special breed of people to be like, he did drain the swamp. He got rid of Tom Hanks. He got rid of Oprah. He replaced them. That's why the celebrities are replaced, because Trump got rid of the bad ones. All the truth's going to be revealed. Yeah, Joe Biden did get replaced because Trump replaced him. All the truth's going to be revealed. When Trump comes back, he's going to tell you the truth, that he's the one that replaced Joe Biden. The real Joe Biden's locked up in Guantanamo Bay with Tom Hanks and Oprah and Ellen. All right. Oh, channel slandering me, huh? Well, here's the deal. There's a shitload of little chump stained shill bitches here on YouTube running wild, and they like to clout chase by using my name. So, I can go take a look at whoever the shitbag is, and it won't be worth my time. It's rarely ever worth my time to even call out any of these shitbags anymore who are trying to use my name to gain some little bit of clout. Instead, I think it's best sometimes that I just do my own thing and call them worthless little bitches and let them try and ride my coattails. They can try, but they will not succeed. Oh, I saw a funny video that has nothing to do with anything we're talking about, but I liked it, and I wanted to show it to you guys because it's like a video from somebody who I don't know, and I don't know how I even ended up seeing it, but once I saw it, I realized I liked it, and I wanted to show it to you guys. And it's got like the old school YouTube nostalgia. You know how like there's those videos from like when YouTube first came out that are like classic YouTube that get like 10, 20 million views, and it's like some stupid thing. This is one of those type of videos, except it never got a bunch of views. And so here's a video with only 147 views, and I'm going to play it on my channel right now because I found it enjoyable. And so this guy wins the Take the Asshole Show Your Video lottery, which I just came up with. All right. So this guy, his name is Fat Guy Lil Coat. And this video is 11 years old, 147 views, only 3 comments, one of them from me. I'm going to like my own comment. You guys ready? This is a damn good video. I wouldn't lie. You guys ready? Strap in. 1, 2, 3, go.
Because I just made this. Jelly of this. Jelly of this. Jelly of this. Because I just made this. Jelly of this, man. Because I just made this. Jelly of this, man. Because I just made this. Jelly of this, man. Because I just made this. Jelly. Because you didn't make this. Jelly of this, man. Because you didn't make this. Jelly of this, man. Because I just made this. Jelly of this, man. Because you didn't make this. Jelly. Because you didn't make this. Jelly of this, man. Because I just made this. Jelly. Because I just made this jelly of this, man. Because I just made this jelly of this, man. Because I just made this jelly of this, man. Because I just made this jelly. Because you didn't make this jelly of this, man. Because I didn't make this jelly of this, man. Because I didn't make this jelly of this, man. It's kind of shaky jelly of this, man. Because you didn't make this jelly of this, man. Because I just made this jelly of this, man. Because I just made this jelly of this. You're gonna get seizures, jelly of this, man. Because I just made this jelly of this, man. Because I just made this jelly of this, man. Jelly of this, man. You jelly. You jelly. You jelly, 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 jelly. You jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this jelly of this, man, because I just made this jelly of this, man, because I just made this jelly of this. Jelly this cup. Because I didn't make this some jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this some jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this some. You jelly! Jelly of this, man, because you didn't make this jelly of this, because you didn't make this shit bigger. Jelly of this, man, because you didn't make this jelly of this, man, because I just made this jelly of this, man, because I just made this jelly. Got a fork. Jelly of this, man, because I just made this jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this jelly.
It's great.
Hey, jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this jelly of this, man. Jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this. And I'm about to eat this shit.
That's a great video. See, that's the type of video that should be like have 11 million views instead of 140 whatever, and everyone should know that that's the jelly you ate this guy or whatever he was saying, and he should be known as the jelly guy, and that should be like a song that everyone remembers and goes, oh, I remember this video, I saw that 11 years ago, that guy. But it never took off, it never went viral. So I'm giving him his due 11 years later. Bro, that was fucking funny. I liked it. I like it because he made it up and it was catchy. And he threw in a bunch of weird sporadic shit. And then he ended it in a funny way. I like the ending. Watch. It was ending right here. It was boss.
Jelly of this, man. Jelly of this, man, because I didn't make this. And I'm about to eat this shit.
That's great. Fucking A. I have no idea who the fucking guy is, but he did a good job. Fat guy, little coat, everyone. Good job. All right. Paul Halo Cat says, will the Chiefs have a perfect season? Hulk Hogan voice, please.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. If you think the NFL is going to have the conversation die down, brother, of who's the greatest football team ever, well, then you got another thing coming, brother. Do you think that the NFL is going to let every fanboy across Hulkamania America bet their money on the Chiefs? I think the Chiefs are going to lose. I think the Chiefs are going to get upset. What you going to do when the Chiefs get upset? Trumpomania runs wild on you.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to get upset. I do. I think there's going to be too much money on them come playoff time. People are going to think that it's a foregone conclusion. And if they win the three-peat, then that ends the discussion of who's the best ever, like what team is the greatest ever, what dynasty. They're going to say it's, oh, well, then it's the Chiefs. See, because lots of teams have repeated. Several have repeated and won back-to-back Super Bowls. But the three-peat, no one's ever done it. So if the Chiefs do it, what they do is they make all the teams who've repeated like a distant number two behind the Chiefs. And I don't think they're going to do that. So I think they keep the conversation open. Like, who's the best dynasty ever? That conversation continues by having the Chiefs lose. See what I'm saying? Whereas if the Chiefs three-peat, then they're automatically known as the number one franchise ever. And I think there'll be too much money on it. So I think between the money and then keeping the argument alive for the fanboys of who's the best dynasty, you got to have them lose. So someone else other than the Chiefs. I don't know who. I don't want to pick a team. I just say it's going to be one of the other teams besides the Chiefs. There you go. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate the super chat. Yep. Yep, that would be about right. Yeah, trying to look up how many doinks there are. The NFL hides that stat. They don't let you look it up. And then when you have field goal attempt doinks and you have extra point doinks, and then you have doinks that miss, and then you have doinks that hit and then go in. So they know the exact number of times it's hit the pole, but they won't tell us. And this season, it's like 3 times a week now. We're up to like 3 times a week now. And there's still people that are like, this guy thinks there's magnets in the ball. He's cuckoo. Oh, okay. It hits the fucking uprights 3 times a week now. We're going to pretend like there's not something in the ball? If I get to 100K, Jake, please, for the love of God, do not show off your YouTube plaque. Well, they're making it hard. Ever since I quit doing picks, they shut my sub count like down to where it barely grows. So this season, when I first started the season, it was like an automatic increase of 5K subs, 5,000 subs in like a week. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to hit 100K fast. And then I had a couple bad weeks picking, and I stopped making the picks. And I thought, well, I'll still get subs from making the top 10s each week. But the top 10s aren't bringing in as many new subs. And since I stopped doing the pick videos, it's like the traffic to my channel, like new subs, isn't happening this year so much. And so once football season ends, then it's like I don't get any fucking subs, and then they just steal my subs. So they steal subs from me. So just yesterday, someone told me that they were unsubbed for the third time, and I've been hearing that for 5 or 6 years. So they've been unsubbing people from my channel for 5 or 6 years, multiple times. So I would guess I should already be over 100,000 by now. So when I finally get there, I might just show it off and be like, against all odds, I made it. Even though they didn't want me to, I got it anyway. So yeah, me getting 100K is probably like the same as me having 500K. I should probably be closer to 500K, except they've done a lot of weird shit to this channel. So this channel had a huge growth when I first started because the flat earth topic was what I started talking about first. And it was huge in 2015 and 16 and 17. It was like, boom. And then they changed the algorithm. So by 2018, flat earth stopped getting views. And then when I pointed out that the sunrise and sunset angles don't work with one circling sun over the AE map, I was basically kicked out of the cult community. So then I started talking about all sorts of other shit. And then the sub count went down for a while once I started calling out the inconsistencies with the sun. And then in 2020, when I started calling out the pandemic, empty hospitals and whatnot, then my sub count shot back up again. And then I would slowly, year by year, gain a little bit. And then the NFL stuff over the last 2 years shot the sub count up. I want to say like around 30K subs or so. So probably 30K of the subs that I have, 30 or so, are from the football. So it's a mixed bag. That's why there's people here who don't give a shit about football, but they like the live streams and the other conspiracy content. And then there's other people who don't give a shit about the live streams and all they want is the football content. So it's a mixed bag. But that's fine. Yeah, see, I was kicked out by shills, and so it's not really a cult that, like, I really want back in. But I still like to go back and set the record straight and put them shills in their place, because all them shills in that cult are still running wild to this day, still pulling crazy psyops. In fact, there's a big one next month when Pastor Will Duffy, who basically showed up out of nowhere and to fund Jeranism and Wits It Gets It going to Antarctica, along with some globe cucks, which is supposed to be the end-all be-all experiment that decides whether Earth is flat or a globe. Yeah, it doesn't. That's a false dichotomy. And I already called it out what's going to happen. Jaren and Witsit are going to see a 360 sun in Antarctica. They're going to say Earth cannot be flat. They're going to be the stars of a hit piece documentary, perhaps Behind the Curve or Beyond the Curve Part 2, whatever it's called. And so they'll be probably the stars of the next hit piece documentary. And then Pastor Will Duffy will be known as the guy that debunked the flat earth in the mainstream media. It's probably what's going to go down. Rumford C says, I got bit by the most rabid-looking squirrel you've ever seen when I was little, but nothing ever came of it. Interesting. That's good. Andy, most people don't even remember Tiger Dan. There's only a few people left who even remember the dude. I know what you're talking about. The good thing about Will Duffy's observation is that, like, you know, he's mainly going after the shill flat earthers who've been pushing disinformation, whereas, like, I already put out a model that has a 360 sun, and we all see our own sun, and so I'm basically protected to where nothing can happen. And I have my football audience to where, like, none of that shit's gonna affect me. So they've been saying, like, all the flat earther channels are gonna be done when Jaron sees the 360 suns. Like, nope, that shit ain't gonna stop me or affect me at all. I'm gonna go on as if it don't matter. I'm gonna say I told you so. Yeah, he exited the scene just as I showed up. And I didn't find his work until 2017. I had heard of him, but I didn't find his work because I always heard, bad things, that he was a glober and whatnot. And then I went and found his work, and he found some issues, and yeah, he was thrown under the bus by guys like Jaron, and he decided to just take all of his shit down and disappear. Yep. All the glitters is old as too many mainstream media is airing the Peanut story. You might have to fill me in. Peanut story. I might have missed that. Q remembers. He says, I showed Tiger Dan the circling sun was wrong, and he kept continuing to push that crap. Yeah, I found his stuff in 2017 when it was brought to my attention that the circling stuff was wrong. And by that time, he had abandoned his channel. So in 2017, when I went and looked at his stuff, he had already stopped posting. And then maybe 6 months or so later, like, the whole channel just disappeared. So I remember going back and taking a look at his content, and I remember seeing in the comment section that Jaron was there attacking him. So it's funny, all these years later, now Jaron's going to be the guy going back to the globe. You know what's crazy cute is in 2017, I figured out that the circling sun thing didn't work, and I made content. But me and you never crossed paths, and me and you never linked up until 2021. And so we both came to the same conclusion about the circling sun path and being wrong. And we both had similar debunks and stuff, but we were separate, and I didn't see any of your work. And so I didn't finally see your work until like 2021. I binged watched a bunch of your videos, and I was like, oh shit. I can't believe I missed this guy all those years ago. So it would have been cool back in 2017 or 18 if we could have linked up back then and teamed up. It would have been nice to have had you on my side way back then. But better, you know, at least if in 2021 we finally were able to compare our work, and that's when I was able to finally stop beating my head against the wall over the sun. Your work was hidden. And see, I was so glad when we did that first stream together, Q, because I was upset that I couldn't figure out what the sun was doing. And so when I would go to SunCalc, I would be like, how can the sun be all these places at once? That doesn't fucking make sense. And so it was making me mad that it didn't make sense. And so when I talked to you and you showed me the SunCalc stuff, I'm like, yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense. So what's it doing? And I was trying to get you to tell me what you think it's doing. And you were just like, yeah, it's doing what SunCalc's showing. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't make sense. And then you were like, yeah, it's extraordinary. Something amazing's going on. So you put it to me like it's amazing that it doesn't make sense. Whereas I was angry that it didn't make sense. And I wanted to make sense of it. So I finally was able to let the anger go that it didn't make sense and go, oh, it is amazing that it doesn't make sense because it doesn't fucking make sense. Now I get it. So I was able to finally figure out that the sun doing something that basically didn't make sense on any map was correct. It's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be fucking crazy and trippy and extraordinary. So Q was able to finally take that weight off my shoulders but it was funny because we arrived at the same conclusion, except he was happy, he was cool with it, and I was mad that I couldn't figure it out. And so he was able to relay it to me like, no, it's extraordinary that the sun's doing this thing that doesn't fucking make sense on any model. All right. Got a super chat coming in. Looks like just a super sticker from Paul Halo Cat. Thank you. I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate each and every donation. Super stickers, you know, big or small donations. It all helps keep this channel afloat and keep me doing what I'm doing. So for us to cross paths, Q, in 2021, and me have like the same experience as you with a lot of these shills, and us agree with like pretty much all these people, like pretty much everyone you call a shill, I agree is a shill, and there's not really anyone who we're like in a disagreement over. We pretty much agree with each and every person in this game. And like when we call someone a shill, like, but when me and Q talk behind the scenes and we call someone a shill, we always pretty much agree. So it's pretty much a 99% agreement rate. And so it was interesting to get to the sun part and then me be like, all right, what do you think it's doing? And he shows me the SunCalc stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't fucking make sense. And it's like, yeah, isn't that fucking amazing that it's doing something that is out of this world? And that's when I figured out, oh, okay, the sun is doing something amazing and extraordinary. And it's supposed to be trippy. Jake Machad says, thanks. Oh, well, you're welcome, Jake Machad. I'm not sure what exactly you're thanking me for, but you are welcome. Yeah, sadly, you know, we can get out in front of this thing and call it out, this final experiment thing. Guys like me and Q and Fee were on record months ago calling it out, saying it's a shill operation, that the pastor Will Duffy's a shill. He's teamed up with shills, the flat earthers. He's picked our shills. It's a big giant shill operation. And so, you know, I can get 10,000 views on a video, but I can't stop them from what they're doing. So no matter what I do, and no matter what Q does, and even if we team up and call them out, they're still gonna do their fucking shill shit because their shill shit is capable of getting 10 million views on Netflix. So what's my 10,000 views calling them out gonna do? Nothing. That's what sucks. And so I'm on record calling them out. I'm gonna say I told you so. I'm gonna get it right. I'm almost guaranteed I'm gonna get this right. Q's on record calling this shit out. So we know what's gonna happen, but we can't stop them. So us calling it out don't stop the bad guys from what they're gonna do. That's what sucks. So even me with my channel, 80,000 subs, I'm gonna be like, Will Duffy's a shill, and David Weiss is a shill, and Jaron's a shill, and these motherfuckers are all the big shill. They're still gonna do their shit, and it'll probably be some Netflix documentary, and they'll get 5-10 million views and make a bucket load of money, each one of them. And I won't be able to stop them. I'll just be like, I told you that they're shills. And then it's up to you guys to be like, Jake was right. But that's it. The 10 million people who see that damn hit piece documentary, they ain't going to be thinking about me. They ain't going to know who I am. And they damn sure ain't going to know who Q and Fee is. Yeah, so we know behind the scenes, me and Q talk, and we're like, look at this shill, look at that shill, this motherfucking shill's saying this, and this shill's over here doing this. And then we're like, we're going to make a video and debunk this motherfucker. But then it's like, well, we can't stop them, though. No matter what we do, these dudes will still keep waking up and doing their damn shill job and keep lying. And I have seen Q and Fee debunk people like I have never seen a man get debunked before. I've seen him destroy fools like I have never seen a fool get destroyed before on the internet. But these fools just keep coming. They keep coming, they keep coming, and they keep bumping their gums, and they don't shut up. It's a new breed of shill. They don't shut the fuck up. No matter how many times you debunk them and destroy them, they don't shut up. They just keep coming. Right? That video you made about ironwork, that hour-long video you did destroying ironwork, bro. Devastation, annihilation. But he's like, I didn't see it. He could come talk to me like a man, right? He's over there gaining subs, hanging out with Nachikita and them, and they're posting links to his channel, and he gains subs. It's like, my boy Q and Fee destroyed this motherfucker. How is he gaining subs? But he is. Can't stop it. Can't stop it. Even when you have the best of the best pointing it out, can't stop him. Speaking of, I should probably show one of Q's recent videos, maybe a short one about banjo. That's who I need to get back. Fucking banjo. That's one who, he made a hit piece video about me many years ago. And you know what? I always thought that he's not worth my time. Like he's small potatoes. Like nobody really follows banjo. He's some fucking useless little Bible earther posting TikTok videos. But since he keeps opening his mouth about me, and he ran his mouth about me so many times, I'm going to go ahead and show Q and Fee's video about banjo. It's a short one.
Say that you have.
All right. So this is Flat Earth Banjo, and he's a shill and a liar and a piece of shit. And he said that Jaron, when he goes to Antarctica, is going to maybe see a sun simulator being drug around by a tractor. And then when he goes on Nachikita's stream, he was asked if he said that. And he said, no, of course not. That's ridiculous. I never said that. Jaron said that. So right now we're going to show him lying about exactly that.
Have said that you think the Sun Simulator is going to be dragged.
And I never said anything. That's stupid. That's Jaron. I don't know who said that.
Have you mentioned anything like that, or what? What
No,
what
of course
was your
not.
exact?
Of course not. They just put on something like this on top of this snow plower here, tractor.
I could go on all day. Flat Earth Banjo. And the one common theme with them, like I said, is honesty.
I don't know who said that.
Have you mentioned anything like that, or what? What
No,
are what
of course
was your
not.
exact?
Yes, Benyo, that was a lie. You told us tractors are pulling sun simulators in Antarctica. Oh, this flat earth bullshit get worse by the day. Jesus Christ.
And have it running on the horizon, for 2, 3, 4 miles, and have the camera guys there.
So there he is right there.
Have it.
This is Flat Earth Banjo showing a fucking tractor. This was what he showed on his channel. And then he said that Jaron is going to get tricked by a sun simulator being pulled around by a tractor, and that they're going to pull a sun simulator on this tractor in Antarctica, and they're going to trick Jaron and Witsit into thinking that they see a 360 sun. And then Nachikita asked him about it, and he's like, no, that's ridiculous. I didn't say that. No, that was Jaron who said that. Like, see, he's a fucking liar. This is how easy it is to prove these shills are liars. And you know what happened when Q showed this video? This little fucking Muppet Banjo here showed up in the comments section and claimed that he didn't lie. And he claimed that they might see the sun simulator drag behind a tractor. It's like, dude, you said that you didn't say that. And then he showed up to the comment section saying he did say that. So when I confronted him about it in the comments section, then he started slandering me and saying that I follow Satanic Dell and that I'm a rising earther. So then he just started making up shit about me. So this guy likes to lie and slander people. So here he is being caught in a lie. What now, Banjo? You lying piece of shit. So now Q's going to fucking own this guy.
Running on the horizon, for 2, 3, 4 miles, and have the camera guys there.
I could go on all day. Flat Earth Banjo.
You should wear a clown suit, piece of shit.
I've heard some.
There it is. There's a Banjo being caught lying. Gotcha, Banjo. Hey, Banjo, why don't you have some of your subscribers south of the Tropic of Capricorn point a compass at the sun when it rises or sets? Go ahead. From now through December, have any of your subscribers south of the Tropic of Capricorn point a compass at the sun when it rises or sets, and tell me what the fuck happens. You circling sun disinformation pushing Bible thumping bitch. Bet you're too scared to do that, huh, Banjo? And tell your buddy RV, who seems to be real quiet, hey, Russian vids, RV. Yeah, when word gets back to you, chicken shit, why don't you have your subs in Australia, Tasmania, New Zealand? Yeah, you have any subs over there, RV? You have any subs south of the Tropic of Capricorn? I do. Why don't you have them point a compass at the sun when it rises or sets? Tell me what the fuck happens. Oh, you won't do that because it debunks your biblical model, doesn't it? Chicken shit. Instead, RV's going to wait till summertime when the sun's, coming up in a favorable position that supports his circling sun. Then he's going to make a video saying I lie about the circling sun being wrong. But during these months when it's easy to prove him wrong, oh, he stays shut the fuck up now all of a sudden. Now he doesn't want to talk about it. Hey, RV, open challenge, RV, Russian vids, you shill piece of shit. Have one of your subs point a compass at the sun south of the Tropic of Capricorn. I've already done it, so I already know what happens. I challenge you to do it, chicken shit. Oh, but you won't do that. Instead, you're going to wait till next summer and say that I lie. And I'm here to make the flat earth look stupid, right? So yeah, RV, whenever he makes his shit fucking slander videos about me, which I debunk every time, easily. Every time I see in the comment section, Banjo stroking his taint. Jake doesn't know how to do research. Jake's just an idiot. Oh, really? Looks like Jake just caught Banjo in a lie. I think I could catch Banjo in some more lies. Just to show you guys he's a lying little bitch. Let me show you the type of liar he really is. Let's go to newest first. Oh, look. There I am. I'm thinking this video needs to be shown on my next live stream. Oh, look, we're doing that right now. So here he is. Hi, Q. Hope you are doing fine. I have talked about this for 3 or 4 months, saying that anything may be possible when dealing with people who have even exploded giant holes in Arizona to pretend it was the moon's surface. They even fabricated rockets that are 30 meters high that go nowhere, as I have seen them when I visited NASA in Huntsville, Alabama. So he starts going on about some stupid shit, and so I show up and I say, hey, liar, you somehow forgot to mention that you claimed you never saw that. So here you are claiming that you did say that. So which is it? Did you say a sun simulator could be dragged around by a snowblower, or is that some ridiculous thing that Jaron said? You can't have it both ways, you lying piece of shit. It's awesome seeing you get what you deserve after all these years of pushing disinformation about the circling sun and slandering me. Hey, how come your buddy RV doesn't have people in Australia show the sun rising from the northeast and setting to the northwest this time of year? How come you don't prove me wrong and have people in Australia point a compass at the sun? It's because it doesn't come from the northwest or from the northeast and set to the northwest. It comes out of the southeast, sets to the southwest. Oh, that's right, because you and RV are liars who know you will get debunked if you have anyone south of the Tropic of Capricorn point a compass at the sun. You are such a muppet, Banjo. You see, Banjo, back in 2017, I was telling everyone the truth, and you made a video slandering me, and you pushed provably wrong disinformation. Now, all these years later, you are paying for your lies and dishonesty. You could have learned from me, but you chose the path of being a lying piece of shit shill. And then we go back and forth, but then he goes on to like make up this weird slandering thing that I'm a rising earther who follows satanic dill, which is a weird thing to say because I've never once said that the earth is rising, and I've never once followed dill or praised dill ever. I know a lot of people like dill, but I wasn't ever one of them. So to see Banjo take the route to try and gaslight me where he just makes something up off the top of his head, he goes, what a joke of a guy you are. You went from a globe to AE map. Then from there you joined forces with IPS and your infinite Earth. Then went to a square map with Nesbit. Then back to a globe. And now you are a rising earther. Everything he just said there is incorrect, except for the part from globe to AE map. That's correct. But all the rest of the shit that he said is all bullshit. Dude, you make me laugh so hard. You stand for nothing and you fall for anything. What a joke. What the Bible says is the correct model. Just because you follow Satanic Dill and his satanic tattoos with his rising earth, just like you joined hands with that guy with a Baphomet tattooed on his chest. Yeah, I've never teamed up with Dill. I don't follow Dill. I don't follow people with satanic tattoos. I don't follow anyone who's a Baphomet. So none of that makes any sense at all. Never once said the earth is rising. So here's Banjo literally making up an entire paragraph of lies. Just made it up as if that's a fact. And then I'm like, I realize, okay, Banjo's a shill and he's trying to trigger me. And so I come to the realization here and I call him out that he's trying to trigger me and that he's just making shit up. And that's when he stops replying. That's when he just quits the conversation and ejects. Calls me a rising earther who follows Satanic Dill who has satanic tattoos. Cool story. Go find a fucking clip from any of my streams or any video of that. Go. Banjo. Dipshit. You said I'm a rising earther and that I follow Satanic Dill and his satanic tattoos. Go find a clip of that and show it. Oh, you don't have that. Right, exactly. Nobody has that clip because there isn't one. And here's another thing. I haven't seen any good evidence for the earth rising. And if that hurts anyone's feelings over in that circle jerk crew over there on We Know Who's channel, yeah, tough shit. I haven't seen enough evidence to say that the earth's rising. So I'm still going to say that it ain't moving anywhere. Yeah, there's a group of people saying that the earth rises and they're starting to get hostile if you don't agree with them. Yeah, well, you want to get hostile with me if I don't agree that the earth is rising? I'm not blown away by a water bottle and a slinky and a ping pong ball. I'm not blown away by balloons in the back of a van. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. So you won't see me pushing any of that. I'm not convinced that I'm shooting upward at the moment. But there's a group who claims that they're fully convinced that they're shooting upward. Here's what I hear if I listen to Dill. Downward vector, downward globe. That's a globe. Stationary downward vector. No, this globe. No, vector. Downward vector. That's all I hear. I've seen the arguments. I've seen them go back and forth. I've watched what happened. Here's my question. Why didn't Dill figure this out back in 2016 or 17 or 18 or 19 or 2020 or 2021 or 2022 or 2023? Why did he just figure this out like 6 months ago? And why doesn't Dell give a fuck about the sunset angles or the sunrise angles, which are much easier to prove and we can all see it? Why is everybody wanting to talk about this invisible shit and point at fucking water bottles with ping pong balls and slinkies and shit when we should be talking about the sun and the moon and the stars, things we can actually see? Yeah, how come Dell didn't tell everyone the Earth was rising in 2017, back when we were all laughing at the Flat Earth Society for saying that the Earth is rising? In 2017 and 16, everyone was like, the Flat Earth Society says the Earth is rising, and that's disinformation. Dell wasn't there saying downward vector. He wasn't saying that back then. So he just came to the conclusion that the Earth is shooting upward, and it's the only fucking thing he cares about. Right when Will Duffy showed up. Whoa! And who did he convince? Nachikita and Z and like fucking 20 people who are hostile if you don't agree with them. Oh yeah? Seems to me like they want to start a bunch of shit, keep everyone distracted, arguing about whether the Earth is rising, while Will Duffy and his shill crew pull off their thing. Meanwhile, all the globe cuck defenders are going to be like, these flat earthers can't decide whether they're shooting up or staying still. Flat earthers don't even know how their own model works. See? I know how this fucking thing works. I see all these fucking shills shilling with each other while pretending only Jaren's a shill. Oh, let's pretend only Jaren's a shill. Let's just pretend he's the only one. Let's just give all these new shills a pass because they're new. They ain't getting a pass from me. Yeah, I'm not blown away by ping pong ball stuck to a slinky inside of a fucking water bottle. Not blown away. Oh, but what about the balloons in the van? Not doing it for me. You want to go to battle with that shit and argue in circles all day long about that? Go ahead. I'm not gonna. And I know that's gonna piss off some people over in that little circle jerk. Well, they know where to find me. Sick of fucking liars. Sick of the shills. I see through all of you. All of you. Q and Fee does too. We only pretend to be nice to some of you. We know you're fucking liars and shills. Pretending to be nice to us. Oh, you had your doubts about me? Well, who are you, Andrew? Some guy telling me I need to think that the Earth is rising and listen to Dill. Kiss my ass, Andrew. You know who I am? The guy who fucking presented a flat Earth model that explains the 360 sun in Antarctica. Yeah. With the help of my buddy Q and Fee. Yeah. Didn't see any of Dill or any of the other people who talk about the Earth rising do what I did or Q and V did. Where's their work? Busy arguing about ping pong balls and fucking slinkies. That's what they want you doing. IPS, he's a fucking, he denies that a plane is capable of spraying anything. So according to IPS, no plane has ever sprayed anything. No weather has ever been modified. Nothing can possibly be sprayed out of a plane, according to IPS. It's just not a possibility. He defaults to meteorology and mainstream media for that. But he'll tell you all day long that the news is fake. But when it comes to stuff being sprayed in the sky, then he defaults to mainstream meteorology. 100%. So I find that weird. Jonna coming through with a very generous donation. Says, Jake, could you please sing your famous Land on the Moon song? You know what, Jonna? For you, and a generous donation coming from one of my lovely moderators. Absolutely. All day long till I break my schlong. Land on the moon, we'll land on the moon. Land on the moon, we'll land on the moon. Land on the moon, we'll land on the moon. Hey, take the rover, we go to the moon. And then you know that we come back soon. We rove to the left, we rove to the right. And bitches, you know that we rove all night. We land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. We take the rover, we rove to the east. Take the rover, we rove to the west. Take the rover, we rove like the best. And bitch, you know that we are the best. We land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. And yes, my friend, we will come back soon. We take the rover, we rove up top. We take the rover, we rove down low. We take the rover, we go, go, go. And bitch, we don't know which way to rove. Cause we land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. And yes, my friend, we will come back soon. Say, take the rover, we rove to the left. Take the rover, we rove to the right. Take the rover, we rove all night. We rove so much that we rove out of sight. We land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. And yes, my friend, we will come back soon. Say, rove, rove, rove. Everybody sing, rove, rove, rove. Rover, now, rove, rove, rove. Come on now, rove, rove, rove. Everybody sing, rove, 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 rover, rove, 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 rover, rove, 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 rove. Rover. All right. There you go. Little land on the moon action. There you go. Okay, so because I don't agree with his all right. I thought he was about to you were about to get me. This guy right here said, Jake, you're not funny. And then he said, you're hilarious. When he said you're not funny, I was about to go on a rant like, fuck you for sure I'm not funny. And then he said, you're hilarious. All right. Oh, yeah. Jonna is a sweetheart, and she's donated many times. She's a big time supporter, and she basically never misses a stream. So, yeah, it's good to have people like her in the camp, and she's a fan of the comedy stuff, and she likes the silly songs. So, oftentimes, Jonna will request that I sing a silly song. She likes a Mexican national anthem and Chinese national anthem and the Rover songs. So, speaking of, because it was such a generous donation, I'll sing the Chinese national anthem because I know that's another one of her favorites. You guys want to know how the Chinese national anthem goes? It goes like this: Ching chong, ching ching chong, lick a dick, lick a ding ding dong. Ching chong, ching ching chong, lick a dick, lick a ding ding dong. Me Chinese, me play joke, me go pee pee in your coat. Gong. That's how the Chinese national anthem goes. I know I sing it in perfect Chinese. Goyard Beast says, bro, I am crying right now. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well, cheer up, bro. Don't cry. Dry your eye. And here comes your mother with those two little guy. A mean mother come and step to me. Hi. She dick Sally in the face and punch her in the eye. She punch her in the belly and she stamp on her feet. She slammed the child to the hard concrete. So then I dally, I ran through the alley. I bumped into the smoker named Sally from the valley. This was a bitch playing hard to get. So then I said, what is wrong? Because she looked upset. She said, it is all because of you. I am feeling sad and blue. You went away. Now my life is filled with rainy days. I love you so, how much you'll never know, because you took your dope away from me. And on and on and on she kept on. This bitch been around before my mother was born. I said, you're up, then I gave her a hit. I said, you cannot have me, I am too young for you, bitch. She says, no, you're not. And then she starts crying. I says, I am 19. She says, stop lying. I says, I am. Go ask my mother. And with your wrinkled pussy, I cannot be your lover. Tick-tock, you don't stop today. Tick-tock, you don't quit, bitch. All right. There you go. It's Lottie-Dottie. Lottie-Dottie in an Indian accent. That's a Snoop Doggy Dogg song from back in the 90s. Yep. Go ask my mother in which wrinkled pussy I cannot be your lover. TikTok, you do not stop, my friend. All right. I actually, a couple streams ago, I did that same thing, but I rapped an Ice Cube song, and then I rapped the N-word. One word demonetized the whole stream. The N-word. If I rap the N-word with an A, N-I-G-G-A-S, if I rap that in an Indian accent, the one word, boop, demonetized. Other than that, I can get away with saying fuck 1,000 times in a stream, and it'll still show ads. But if I say the N-word in an Indian accent while doing a comedy version of an Ice Cube song, no, not allowed. How does that work? How does that work? Looks like I got a super chat coming in from I'm Rigged. It says, we all must admit Trump is hilarious at his rallies. Politics is just for entertainment purposes. Yeah, but a lot of people take it more than just entertainment. They actually think he's going to fix the world. And I don't think he's that hilarious. I think he's more entertaining than Kamala. But I actually think Hulk is more hilarious than Trump. Thank you for the super chat. I'm Rigged. And Tanya D coming through the super chat says, long time watcher, first time donation. Elmo as Trump is my favorite. Thank you. Elmo as Trump. Let me see if I can recall how to do that.
Elmo is only days away from becoming the greatest president of the greatest country once more. And once Elmo returns to his Oval Office, Elmo is going to grab Joe Biden by his scruffy little neck, and Elmo going to say, Joe, you're fired. And Elmo going to throw Joe Biden out on the streets of Washington, D.C. Elmo going to implement Trumptricity into all your homes. Elmo know that Trumptricity is way better than regular electricity. When Trumptricity get installed in your home, Elmo gonna help you save a lot of money, and Elmo gonna fix the economy.
There you go. Elmo as Trump. If you guys ever hear anyone doing Elmo as Trump and copying what I just did, you tell me, and I'll find them, and I'll bitch slap their ass. Either that, or I'll jerk a knot in their ass. Whichever's more funny. Please do Elmo trying to escape a Diddy party.
Elmo was asked to go in one of Diddy's freaky rooms, and Elmo didn't want anything to do with any freaky deaky business going on at Diddy's party. Elmo had a strict curfew and needed to be home and in bed by 10 o'clock. So Elmo did not stay at Diddy parties and do anything freaky with anyone. Elmo would never do nothing freaky at P. Diddy party because Elmo know better. Elmo was hanging out with the Cookie Monster, and the Cookie Monster said that he saw Bert and Ernie at P. Diddy's parties and they were doing stuff with baby oil. And Elmo is not cool with that sort of thing.
I don't know. Is that sufficient? All right. I think that's sufficient. I think Diddy know what happened at Diddy's parties. Why don't you be asking Diddy what happened at Diddy's parties? Everybody be knowing what happened at Diddy's parties. But nobody be doing nothing to stop it. All of a sudden, everybody acting like Diddy parties be something important. Where was y'all motherfuckers 10 years ago when Diddy be doing this? Diddy be doing this, Diddy be doing that. Y'all motherfuckers wasn't around 10 years ago saying nothing. Y'all motherfuckers acting like y'all knew Diddy was doing this the whole time. Y'all didn't say nothing. I bet Suge knows who shot Suge. I bet Suge knows who shot Suge at Diddy's party. He was trying to get me to do some booty hole stuff. I was like, hell no, boo-boo. And I got my black ass the hell up out of there. I took my perm and my weave and I done walked up out of Diddy's parties, boo-boo. You won't see me doing no booty hole stuff at no Diddy house. No, no. No, I don't do Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is Will Smith in a mask. I don't know if you've figured that out yet. Yeah, I did a live stream and we got to that part and I didn't hear that. So that was the first time I heard that, was when the news was like, they recovered over 1,200 bottles of baby oil. And I paused it and just started laughing. Fucking, that was the part that really made it ridiculous. Like, oh, you know it's freaky if they recovered 1,200 bottles of baby oil. You know they were doing freaky stuff. Now you have everyone across the country pretending like they know what happens at Diddy's parties. These are the same people who pretend like they know what happened on Epstein's Island. John coming in with another generous super chat says, hi, Jake. I have a special request from my family for your world champion beatboxing. Oh boy. Oh boy. I hope there's people here who've never heard the beatboxing joke, because if everyone here has heard it already, it's a long setup before we get to the beatboxing. So in order to do the joke properly, it requires a big setup. So, okay, if you want. So, I'm a world-renowned beatboxer. Anyone who's new to the channel, or you don't know this bit, you've never seen this joke, then basically it starts like this. I'm a world-renowned beatboxer, and I used to do beatboxing competitions. And no joke, I used to win every beatbox competition that I signed up for. And after a while, they stopped letting me sign up because I basically would automatically win. So I don't know if you guys ever heard the story of like Dimebag Darrell from Pantera. He was like not allowed to do guitar contests because he was automatically better than everyone. It was like that for me, except for beatboxing. It was like, oh shit, Jake's here. Well, he automatically wins the beatboxing competition. So I actually won 6 back-to-back world championship beatboxing championships. And then the 7th year is when they barred me. They banned me from beatboxing internationally. So now anytime I show up, they're like, no, you're not allowed. You're too good. In fact, you're too great. Your beatboxing skills, Jake, are too legendary that it wouldn't be a fair competition to let you embarrass everyone. So please, just enjoy the fact that you are the greatest beatboxer, and let all these beatboxers who are inferior to you, let them have these competitions, because you've already won 6. So basically, I can't show up to beatboxing competitions anymore, but I'm still able on my own free time to do my own beatboxing exhibitions. So, would you guys like to hear a little of my beatboxing? It's not something I do all the time. In fact, it's a rare occasion when I do this, but for you guys, for Jana, here on a special night like tonight, would you guys like to hear some of my beatboxing? How many people here would like to hear the greatest beatboxer who ever lived blow your freaking mind times infinity? Anyone? Rose, yes? Yes? Ray Love, absolutely. Okay. Okay. Crackle. Boom boom da, boom boom da, boom boom da, boom boom da, boom boom da. Pretty good, huh? Best you've ever seen? Times infinity? I know. Now you see why they won't let me compete anymore. 'Cause I'm too damn good. Yeah. Now you understand why they don't let me in the building at beatboxing competitions. Because I'm so fucking awesome. There you go, beatboxing joke. Oh, shit. Whew. Phew. Okay, I'm gonna get serious. If anyone ever steals that joke, I might have to like go track that person down and fuck that person up. No comedian better ever go near that joke. That one's mine. So if you ever see anyone start to say that they're the greatest beatboxer and set up that premise, then that means I will have to unalive that person. Anyone steals that joke, you basically become my mortal enemy, and one of us has to go. Oh yeah, that one took some shit out of me. But see, that's the whole reason of this going for it. You got to go for it. Physical comedy. You know, I was thinking about that joke the other day, and what makes it fun for me is that I set up this premise, you know, where I'm the greatest beatboxer. But the point is, I get to set up this this moment, a few minutes, whatever, where I get to do random, weird, funny shit, just making it up, just whatever off the top of my head happens. I just do it. And so, in order to do that for you and have you guys appreciate it as comedy, I have to set it up in a way with the I'm the best beatboxer setup in order to give myself 2 minutes of like freeform exploration in physical comedy world where like I'm as free as like, Jim Carrey meets Robin Williams. So I'm in physical comedy world where there are no limits. And so I'm able to just do whatever comes off the top of my mind in like a free form exploration. I don't practice that joke. I just do it. That's why the beatbox part always is different, because I just make it up. So in order for me to make up that terrible beatbox and have it be comedy, I have to set that framework up just perfectly. And that's why I feel like that joke is now that one is mine, to the point where if anyone even started to set that joke up and even started to act like they were going to do my joke, I would ruin that person's life. I would be like, no, nobody's able to freeform explore the beatboxing comedy space. That's my space. Nobody's allowed to go there but me. Isn't that weird? Whew. Thank you, John, for your 2 very generous donations. I pulled out a beatbox that I wasn't expecting to pull out tonight. Thank you. All right. Semper says, I can never compete with that. Bro, you don't even want to try. Yeah, I make people cry because I'm so damn funny. Thanks, Holden. Thanks, Rose.
Well, let me tell you something. If you think that Kamala Harris is going to take over in the Oval Office, then you must have shit for brains. Oh, yeah. Maybe you should step into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
I did. I just did. Randy Savage is one I can do for 30 seconds, and then I got to stop because it kind of hurts my throat.
If you want to talk like Randy Savage, then it will kind of stress your vocal cords.
Oh, yes. Macho Man who's dead could sue me because I did such a good Macho Man, right? I'm going to get sued by a dead wrestler for doing too good of an impression. Whew. If you guys are having fun, could you hit the thumbs up button for me? I'm going to be wrapping it up here soon. So if you guys enjoyed your hangout today, hit the thumbs up, and I'll try and do another stream on election night, and we'll reconvene. How's that sound? If Trump hired you to do the beatbox bit, I would probably have to vote for him. Yeah. You'd probably have to. All right, I'll plan to do a stream election night. So that means like tonight I got to start binge watching them damn NFL games. I haven't watched any of the games. I've been streaming and shit. So that means tonight I got to start binge watching and then binge watch some more tomorrow. And then I got to make the list. Then I got to sit here and videotape the damn TV screen. Come fly with me, come fly away. Jake for president. Shitty. I wouldn't know how to fix this shithole. I'd be like, I can't fix the border. I can't put the evil people in jail. They're telling me to read the script and I don't want to read it. I can't do this job. I quit. Yeah, I would end up quitting. I told you that I think Trump's coming back. I've been saying Trump's coming back. I won't be that shocked if there's an upset and Kamala wins, but I expect Trump to win. I'm not changing my stance. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll catch you guys in a couple days on election night. All right, so it won't be long. A couple nights from now, it'll go by quick. So blink your eyes a few times, and we'll be right back here on election night. Maybe we'll have a definitive winner. Who knows? All right, guys. Talk to you later. Peace out. Thank you to everyone who chatted it up with me tonight. Thank you to everyone who donated. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.